Sagittarius, I think a lot of you are just seeking your own space. There are decisions that need to be made for your autonomy and happiness moving forward, okay? Welcome to your Taurus season Tarotscope. The channeled energy that I was getting, not sure if any of you have seen the Harry Potter films, but in the fourth one where Harry is like underwater and he's trying to save Chow, I think, yeah. It's been a minute since I've seen these movies. But anyway, when he's getting pulled down by those like underwater gremlins or those energies because he's trying to save everyone else. And there's this energy side where it's like you are being pulled all these different directions underwater. So subconsciously or emotionally, you're feeling just pulled every which way. It's like you couldn't even breathe. You're like, I just want to get out of this position. Why am I feeling triggered or pulled? So I need you to address if you're feeling a certain type of way, if you're feeling emotional or exhausted or just like your energy is being pulled, to address those emotional triggers, to address any kind of subconscious conditional programming. Because then I saw that figure finally rise to the surface and take this huge breath. And it was like, do I want to be around anyone right now, or can I just enjoy this beautiful island and chill for a minute? And so some of you are just seeking that independence, which is very typical Sag energy. Take that time alone. And some of you might even just feel like you want to be breaking up, whether it's from a partner or taking a step back from certain friends or careers. You're like, I'm done. Like, I am done feeling pulled, dragged down. I'm done with putting in all this energy into certain obligations that aren't serving me. This energy too of like being alone on this island or just like coming to shore and being finally at peace. Whatever that means for you, of like taking that time to isolate or just taking that time to recalibrate or your happy place, so to speak, I want you to make that a priority. And it's not that you don't love your partner, your family, your friends, and maybe you're not separating per se, but you're taking time to distance yourself. And I think that's really going to benefit you moving forward. The cards that I pulled, we have the Two of Wands reversed, but then we also have the Empress and the Judgment card. So it's interesting for me that we have the Empress, this new life, fertility, abundance, leisure, pleasure, between these choice cards. We literally have 2 and then 20. Choices, Sagittarians. This Two of Swords, pardon me, the Two of Wands, really asking yourself, maybe you're just upside down in your head or you're really contemplating, should I be going this way or that way? Like, I really don't know what the fuck to do. Please remember that we have that Scorpio full moon on April 26th. That's going to be bringing up a lot for everyone. No one is going to leave this unscathed. Like, even Scorpios, it's in their sign, but the moon is in a weakened state in terms of essential dignity when she's in Scorpio. So be aware of these emotional triggers that may be coming. Remember, I saw you underwater. Teehee, of course, it's going to be a lot. And there potentially is going to even be a choice. Like, potentially you have this opportunity for expansion, but it's coming at a cost, or that there's now finally an opportunity that you didn't take before because maybe you weren't ready, or maybe you were in a scarcity mindset, or you didn't have the money to do so. And now you are. You're like, this life, this is what I want. I want to be her, living in her garden, living her best life, and getting this pleasure, this joy. Of course, the Empress can also just talk about literally getting pregnant and being full of new life. So note that. And I think it's also a beautiful energy that we can see the Venus symbol there. And Venus is currently in Taurus, in her home sign. So this is just taking a step back, whether you're in a relationship or not, whether you're taking that time for you, but just upping the self-care, but focusing on your body, your pleasure, food, nutrition, fitness, money, getting that all together and making space for that first. I work with a lot of clients and they always say, well, when my dream job comes along or when a new lover comes along, then I'll make time for it. Doesn't work like that. You have to make space for that energy first, and then you are now signaling to the universe that you have space for it. You can't pour into a full cup. You can't be drinking more wine if your cup's already full of dirty dishwater. there's nowhere to pull. You have to pour it out, clean it, and then it's open for something else. So I think cutting certain ties or making time for yourself will allow for this new life, this new energy to come in. And know that as you do so, there may be another offer or an opportunity that's going to come back into your purview that you can take advantage of. Or maybe in order to get to this Empress energy, you're going to have to make a decision that is very tough or that you've been putting off, and now it's literally right in front of you and you need to make that choice on whether or not you're going to continually loop in this cycle again and again and again, or if you're going to change and really take advantage of these energies that are here for you. Remember, Sag, we do have the eclipse season coming around in about a month, and you will feel very intense. So I'm not surprised we have that Two of Wands reversed and maybe feeling turned around or that things aren't clear in this moment. But if you can just take that time for yourself now, that eclipse season won't be as turbulent. And remember, Taurus is a fixed energy. So the actions and the mindsets and the relationships that you're putting your energy into are probably going to be withheld. Although Sag is a mutable energy, so potentially you're going to be able to navigate a little bit easier, but you might not just enjoy this energy because you want that freedom, but you're consistently being pulled back and being forced to work through these energies. I just kind of got like a weird deja vu. I feel like this is either a message I even said to you last season or 2 seasons ago, where it's like you want all this freedom and autonomy and to just escape, but it's like you need to sit your ass down and do the work and to assess what's not working for you and why, so that you can learn the lessons you need to finish up this eclipse cycle on a high and not just drowning. Yes. So let's see what else is coming through for Sagittarius. What else do Sagittarius angels need to know? Yeah, I literally see this like angel trying to fly away, but there's still like shackles on its legs, and it's just like trying to fly and it's trying to resist. And it's like you haven't learned the lessons yet, or there's something that still is trying to present itself, or something new that you need to learn first. And you're probably just so over it. Like I can see that these shackles have made like indents into the ankles. And it's like, I have been learning the lessons. I've been doing the work. When is this over? And the fact that you're flying, you have this kind of like semi-freedom is interesting, but it's just not enough for you to fully take off yet per se. And again, don't take this message into your head being, I don't have freedom, I don't have opportunity. I'm not saying that, but I am saying there's something else you can learn or release yourself from that's probably going to make the expansion that much bigger. Definitely for some of you, of course. Remember, this is a general reading. It's been coming up a lot with certain clients that they've said that they heard a message from a different reading or someone they used to be in a relationship with or a different healer, and they took that on and then it manifested because they forgot that they have autonomy and free will. So if this reading, of course, resonates, take it, but don't just take everything verbatim that I say. And I know that most of you will not, but I just want to put that reminder out there that not all of you are going to be like these trapped angels or stuck underwater, but generally a lot of you are probably feeling this energy come up to the surface as we're rounding the corner to this eclipse season, which is going to be very impactful for you. So let's see what else do Sagittarians need to know? Good. There is this energy, which is nice. You're just surrounded by plants and trees and this kind of like garden-esque energy. It's kind of like a outdoor rain, forest, head shower, and just like water being poured. It's almost like this energy, whether it's like a lover or just a guide, having this bucket of water and just pouring it over your head. And you just like finally release and you're like, cool. Someone just taking care of me for a moment and someone just nurturing me and showering me with this water energy, with this love. Good. One more, I think. And so, yeah, I do, with this Empress energy, it's interesting with the cards that just came through. So we have the Queen of Swords with the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So I think a lot of you are knowing where you want to assert your energy, where you're wanting to invest this time for your family or for the next 10 weeks, 10 months, the next decade even. You're like, I'm finally letting go of all these things because I know there's something so much bigger coming along, and I'm done having the same fight over and over and over again. And this Five of Swords is kind of being a little pesky card. It's showed up a lot. So, and a lot of me thinks it's more mental than physical, this egoic battle. Maybe up here, Sagittarians, and just letting it go. And I think that might just bring a lot more sense of calm so that you can channel this Queen of Swords of knowing exactly what you want and not taking anything less than you deserve to allow for these new investments to start coming in. Also, just knowing too that some of you might be placing some investments or putting money forward that you know is really going to be serving you. So I think that with Taurus, of course, being an earth energy affiliated with energy, time, money, that if you're wanting to pivot and start creating stronger routines or actions that are going to benefit you moving forward, this is the energy that I want you to focus on, and not trying to control everything, because right now you're not meant to escape. You're kind of meant to come back to basics and learn where your energy is best served. Okay, so that is my general reading for my Sagittarius angels. If this reading resonated and you want to say thank you, tips and donations are always appreciated. Or if you want to dive into this even further to see maybe what's coming up internally and subconsciously, and you want to book a one-on-one, all of that can be found, the link in my bio. Please tag a fellow Sagittarius that could also benefit from this message. And if you want even more clarity on what to expect this Taurus season, you can watch your rising and your moon sign Tarotscope videos as well. Thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate the love, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye.